Our first speaker is Scott Hickmann, part of the class of 2021. He will be discussing how video games can change the world thanks to exciting new innovations, which will help educate the next generation and change the world as we know it. Off to you, Scott.
Thank you, Arthur. Hello, everyone. If we follow statistics, 60% of you play video games. In fact, Americans play on average 7 hours each week. And as I'm guessing, most of you don't feel like you're learning much while playing games. And I have to agree with you today that most games don't teach us many lifelong skills. But what if we could change that? When I was a child, I used to play games like Mario, Clash of Clans, and Minecraft. And all of these were fun to play. When I failed a level in Mario or lost a battle in Clash of Clans, I wanted to try again. And same thing for Minecraft. I think the game is so addictive because you place blocks on top of other blocks, and suddenly you realize you've played the game for over 6 hours and built a castle. So why can games be so addictive, and why do we feel powerful when we play them? What is the secret sauce that makes gamers so motivated to play games for long hours in a row? And can't we use these ingredients to keep us motivated and stuck to a task until success? So I dug into the subject and discovered there's a scientific reason to why games can be so addictive and powerful. While playing, our brain produces two feel-good hormones: endorphin, which makes you feel more positive and may even help to block sources of pain in your everyday life, and dopamine, often referred to as the reward drug, which provides a boost of mental pleasure, increased cognitive function, and improved ability to learn and pay attention. But in addition to generating beneficial hormones, games are designed to engage players. In a game, the mission is perfectly matched with your current level, and you can't get to the next level until you fully master the current one. But in education, when a student starts falling behind in class, it's really hard for him or her to catch up because a teacher won't always wait for him or her to succeed on a test. Now in a game, you get constant feedback and reward, stimulating your desire to play. But in a job, a person works a certain amount of hours and may have no incentives to work more. Finally, in a game, you always feel like you have a reasonable hope of success. You can always rewind and try again without being judged. But in real life, many people lose hope after failing. Failing can accumulate them, bring them down, and even lower their self-esteem. So why aren't we implementing a challenge achievement reward loop like in games? Here's the thing. It's not easy to transform a video game into an educational or professional tool. Because on one side, you have the purpose of the game, what you're trying to get out of it, which we can compare to some asparagus. And on the other side, you have the entertainment part of the game, the ingredient that you can't resist, the chocolate. Thus, mixing the two gives us a chocolate-covered asparagus. Now, as I'm guessing, not many of you want to try that chocolate-covered asparagus. So the real solution isn't just to combine game and purpose, so to speak, but it's to create a new type of game, a real game the way people like it, and add the tiring learning or work seamlessly behind it. So I was already making games on a game engine called Unity, but I wanted to have more of an impact on the world. So a couple of years back, a group of students and I created a game to teach children about water usage and conservation. From our studies, half of children 6 to 14 years old play tower defense games. But most of these children consumed way more water than what they thought. So we got inspiration from existing tower defense games like Balloons TD or Plants vs. Zombies, but instead of having monkeys trying to destroy balloons or plants trying to kill zombies, we have water infrastructure trying to provide water to everyone at a certain cost. After just half an hour of playing this game, 85% of students said they were willing to play it weekly. And all of the participants declared they planned on reducing their water usage at home. So if we use game mechanics, already proven to be fun, but add seamless educational layers behind them, our games can become successful both as forms of entertainment and as ways of raising awareness around worldwide issues. Now, after working on What of the World, I got interested in another subject I think is crucial for children to learn: math. Today, many adults and teenagers don't like math, and I figured it's because from a very young age, learning table of multiplication, addition, subtraction can be very boring. But why do we like playing games like 2048, which is just about combining blocks? Well, here's the thing. It's just so satisfying to reach your goal, to get to a higher number, to get to 2048. So just by using this fundamental principle, I was able to make a game, Score, to teach children and to make them practice mental addition. And last year, I decided to see what could be done in health. Today, only 23% of Americans get enough exercise. And just last year, I was not part of this percentage. I did try going to the gym. At first, I went there once a week. Then, not short after that, I went there twice a week. But only 3 months after I started, I completely stopped. The reason being, I didn't find it fun or engaging or worth the time for the benefit. But last summer, I met 3 other students. And after discussing with each other for a couple of days, we realized we all had the same problem. So we decided to create a video game, Outage, to make gamers run and achieve the recommended amount of exercise. Gym workouts are not that engaging, while outside workouts in the nature of the city are usually way more fun, which is why our game is location-based. Remember Pokemon Go? That made everyone go outside and ended up becoming a real success. So our game proposes an engaging experience, but focusing more on getting the exercise done as well. All right, and and since COVID-19, I have deepened my knowledge in the field of virtual reality, which brings incredible realism in the field of games and makes them even more attractive for players. With social distancing, I told myself that we could use this technology, already widely used in the field of games, to organize meetings, conferences, or even classroom remotely. And how about organizing a TED event similar to this one in VR? And I'd actually like to show you a glimpse of what that could look like. So give me 1 second. All right. So here I am in VR in this beautiful mountaintop home. So we can talk around, sit on the couches, discuss some stuff. There's a slide deck behind me, as you can see, and we would actually be able to do some presentation right from here. All right, so as you can see, we can use professional interactions to really, game technology to improve our professional interactions. But there's a community of developers out there also trying to bring these games to life. Andre Thomas, for example, works hard to transform video games into powerful educational tools, targeting difficult subjects such as calculus. His game Variant Limit helped increase success rate by more than 20%. And there's also games like Remissions to help patients deal with their cancer by making them more comfortable with certain techniques. And car games in general, they've been here for a while, but they can really help reduce car accidents on the road. Results conducted by a study from New York University, Shanghai, showed that after just 5 hours of playing Mario Kart, people demonstrated massive improvements on their visual motor control skills. So there is a community of developers and people who believe in the beneficial impact video games can have on the world. I just gave you a peek at a possible future. But imagine what more there could be with new technologies. Imagine how we could have real-world simulations inside a helmet to better learn, to improve our health conditions, and in a way to better live on this planet. And that is my hope, that you'll join us in making or playing games to create a better future for all of us. Thank you. And back to Arthur.